So I just ended very confusing friendship that I had with this guy. Yes, is a man, unfortunately. I went on a date. No, I went on multiple dates last year with him, and then so we were dating for a couple months, and then at that time I was in Japan, and then I left to Thailand, and then he broke up with me. When I was in Thailand, he's like, I cannot be with you because I just don't think I can do it. My nervous system is all whack, and because I feel that he feels that he need to step up if like when we're in the relationship, because this happened to me before, where men felt very intimidated by me because of who I am. I am independent. I've been working remotely, traveling abroad for the past 5 years. And so I make my own money. I survive, all these years just being nomadic. I have strong support system from my family and friends, which, I cherish every day. So I I don't have a lot of drama and baggage. That's another thing. I feel that as a person, I'm pretty emotionally intelligent. I am in therapy, so I work on a lot of shit, you know, of my life, and this intimidated a lot of men, and this one also. And then so he broke up with me, and then after I came back to Tokyo, he asked me like if we can just be friends, and yes, I said yes. Okay, and it was a deep platonic emotional platonic friendship, which kind of rare because even when we were dating, we were not physically active with each other. Maybe just once because he also had a condition of STI, and so the physical aspect of it never be the main part of our relationship, but it's like this emotional bonding. And then so before I left to Mexico in December, we were talking again because like I told him like our relationship like felt so much deeper than it was supposed to be, which is just friendship. And then he agreed, like how he said like, yeah, I love you so much, I care about you. And then he was saying like maybe we can see where we are, when you come back, and to Japan. And I said okay. And then after I left, things were okay. He was not the best person when it comes to texting, but it felt like he made an effort to be there. And then at that time he was also in the UK, and then he came back to Japan, and then since then things felt a little bit off. And we did video chat. The first video chat was fine. Second video chat felt was really off. In one of that aspect was because he was saying that, he mentioned like, oh, my girlfriend gonna do this. Oh, my girlfriend gonna take me out for my birthday, and both of us are polyamorous. Um, for me, polyamorous people tend to refer to other, people that we're seeing as partners. And I prefer it that way because it felt, if you say like, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, it felt like very specific and very monogamous. And, no offense to monogamous people, but, it just feels that way for me. So after like I talked about it with my therapist and everything, I felt that I don't want to be in this relationship anymore with him. It was because I cared so much about him, and I tend to um, be there, for emotional needs, for supports. And for Christmas, like I got him like a really nice gift, and then his birthday is coming up, and then I ordered him gloves, like knitted gloves, because he said like, his place was so cold in Tokyo. And I ordered this like all the way from Mexico. Like I spent time doing this. I also like, sent him a birthday cake. And this was like before I decided I don't want to be in this relationship with him anymore. Um, and then after like thinking about it and talk to my therapist about it, I realized that the reason why I still stay in this relationship, it was like, yes, because I care and truly love this person, but also like part of me thinking that he will change his mind about being in in romantic relationship with me. And it's not necessarily like I really want to be in a romantic relationship with him, but also like there's part of me that like I want to be chosen, because all of my life I never been chosen. Like, family, friends, even relationships, romantic relationships, I felt like I pursued people the most. And then like I even ended up in long-term relationship. I even got married. And but that is not because they chose me. Yeah, and people say like, of course they chose you. They're in a relationship with you, they marry you. But in the same time, they don't, because I feel like I did most of the work in the relationship, from the beginning to the middle, even to the ending. Like when I got a divorce, I did most of the work to end the relationship. And then so like I realized that it's happening again with this one, and I put a stop to it. And so I told him like, I'm sorry, but I cannot be in your life anymore. Because clearly, you like the attention that I gave you, you like the validation that I gave you, you like, the love and care that I gave you. But then at the same time, you will never choose me. For whatever hang up you have, for whatever insecurity you have, for whatever it is, you will choose other people, and that's totally fine because it's your life. Um, but at the same time, I'm not gonna waste my time on this, because I love my life and I love myself. And it's not something that came easily. Like I had to go through so many therapy sessions, because I grew up with a lot of trauma, and I grew up with a lot of things that I need to heal. So I will never put myself in the position where I am the second person, for myself. And it was really hard. Um, because I do care and I do love him. And yeah, so I think if you're feeling, you're having a similar situation or feeling kind of in the same way, I just want you to know that please choose yourself. Um, Even though it's gonna be hard, there are gonna be days where you're gonna cry. There are gonna be days where you're gonna be wanting to go back to the same pattern, but at the end of the day, you will feel so much better in the future, because you will know that you actually care and love yourself first, which is it's very hard thing to do. Um, so I hope this resonates for anyone that is going through the same or similar thing. Uh, and yeah, sending you love.